I don't even think there's a determinant that can do exactly this. It's just something that I wrote because then I could came up with something simple to explain the exercise, so we could investigate this. But maybe there's a chemical that can do this. I couldn't come up with a better idea. But especially, I mean, what type of interaction? You don't need to worry about this because it wouldn't alter it. It's just that it is an interaction which is disrupted by a detergent. And whatever bond it is, we don't need to know. Okay, so now we're in the experimental 2. So now we're into the more dirty stuff because now we are starting to work with extractions from cells. And what we know about is that we did some Western blots on these extracts, and we say that, oh, look at this. There's a lot of 300, and there's a lot of this CPV factor. That's good to know. And then we also said that, oh, those are extracts that are exposed to UV. And again, we know that this is a promoter which is induced by UV, meaning that then it's not induced when there's no UV, obviously, otherwise it wouldn't be induced by UV. Okay, and then we make this a protein at the end of the day, because this is the protein that's doing UV damage. Alright? Fantastic. So then we learned that when we did this experiment, it looked similar to this scenario down here. And the question is, now, which one of those that we're looking at here would be the situation reflected in cells that are not exposed to UV, but there's still a lot of these two factors. If you take that extract from those cells, then what would it look like? When they're exposed to UV, this is the pattern that we get, and this is an agreement with the promoter being active for making this protein, so we can look at UV damage. But now when there's no UV damage, then what do you expect happens at the promoter? So the first question is the promoter off or is it on? When there's no UV. Again, if you can't answer the question, then start to dissect the question. Say, oh, look at this. I mean, what am I looking at? Is the promoter on or is it off when there's no UV? Yes? Yes. Yes, I agree. So basically, to answer my simple question is, because you're already ahead of me, is that this promoter is probably off, so it would be very unlikely that this is the scenario. Okay. But rather, when there's no UV, we learned that there's a lot of these proteins that mimics this situation, so you would expect that the blood should be looking a little bit like this. Right? Or should it be looking like this?
That one.
So,
but we thought that it would not be possible for P300 to find the one protein is there.
Right.
So you need two proteins to have the second, third.
Yes. So what do you expect is happening? Like this. Yes. I hear right. It's just your voice a little bit weak, but I thought if you saw the arrow, you could not. So this is what we get. 67% a lot of people 300 CPV, but not the P53. And you can only get to this stage if you both have P53 and CPV. But here, this is what we do have, and the other one is only added probably after both of them are binding. But of course, we don't know this. So if somebody said, oh, look at this, maybe there's a complex binding to the promoter very weakly. There's a kind of P53. This one, well, I can say, I have no argument against that model, and so just perfectly fine with me. But the important part is that it will only be a weak interaction at the promoter, so it's not on. Does that make sense? So that's it. So I thought that was a brilliant exercise, actually, because I read it in the paper, this is how it's regulated. Then I later found out that model is actually in the book in a different chapter. So if you look it up, and you can have exactly the explanation of this, and the model, and my figures on page something out of the pencil. So if somebody was clever enough to look in the index, they could get the answer straight away. I discovered that a couple of years later. So I could say that P53 is an extremely famous protein because it's involved in a lot of tumors. And the reason this is the one that is not present in the extract is that it's an enzyme that is produced all the time, which you will learn about later on. But that is basically just to be ready to do something if something bad happens. So I'm ready to work, but we don't do anything. So as fast as it's made, it's degraded again. And only if there's damage there, it will be stabilized, and then it will accumulate and you'll have the activity here. More about this in another lecture. Any more questions for this? Then we'll take a 10 minutes break and read what it says. Let's take 20 after this.